Hey guys, Jamie here from bitlabs.com. Today I just wanted to kind of give you a kind of my first impression of the Microsoft Xbox One headsets that I picked up about a couple days ago. I'm still kind of on the fence of if I'm going to keep them or if I'm going to turn them back. I'm going to give you a little quick rundown once you get them out of the box and what you need to do to get them up and running so that you can use them while playing. First and foremost, once you get it out of the package and set them down, you have to actually do a firmware update on the controller to actually get them to physically work with your Xbox One. What you basically do is that you get this little USB cord here that basically this side will plug into your Xbox One. This one here ends up plugging into your controller. What you end up doing is that you'll plug them in both sides. Xbox ends up doing an update to the firmware on the controller so that it's basically they're usable when you're ready to play. You have to do this for both or as many as controllers that you have. So if you have two controllers, you'll end up having to do both controllers just to get them to work on either controller. What's kind of nice is as you're going through the firmware update, it will ask you if you have another controller and if you want to update the firmware on that controller as well. I had two controllers, so I just did it anyways. Continuing on, these Xbox One controller here, or excuse me, headsets that I just recently bought. First and foremost, they are comfortable. They are nice to wear. They're not heavy. They don't feel heavy. The earbuds or ear cups, excuse me, that cover your ears. Very comfortable. Didn't feel heavy. Didn't feel like it was pressuring the side of my head, either side. The nice kind of a rubbery top here as well. Didn't feel heavy or pushing down on the top of my head. So all in all, it being comfortable to wear while gaming. So I wore them first day I picked them up, wore them about an hour. Today I wore them for about an hour as well. So it felt pretty comfortable. Those who game longer, I don't see you having any problems, with this being too heavy on your head. Though, getting back to the headset and my first impressions, though, I kind of had some issues with it when I first got this up and running. So plugged them in, started up Titanfall with my good buddy Dave, and started playing a couple matches. Fired this up. These started running to work fine. The sound quality out of these things, really good. Didn't have any issues there on that part. Where I had start getting some issue was the volume level to basically the ratio of the volume level of the game sound to the ratio of the chat who I was chatting with. Just couldn't hear it. What they do give you though is the adapter that you get. You can also get this separately if you have your own pair of headsets that you do enjoy and want to use, so you don't have to buy the $80 headsets that Microsoft is charging for these headsets. So if you needed this part, I believe these are this adapter is $25. You can pick it up over at Best Buy or any of your electronic stores that's close to you guys. But basically what ends up happening is there is a control. You got the plus and minus signs for the volume control, but you can control the game sound and the chat sound while playing a game. The volume sound on the game was pretty loud, so I lowered the volume and was pressing the button here for the chat sound to bring it up, and it just didn't seem to work. It went up a little bit. I thought maybe it would get better as I continued to press the volume up button for the party chat. Just didn't work. It didn't seem to have his volume go up. So as we were playing, I ended up having to try to go ahead and disconnect this and to see if this was going to actually, maybe if I can reconnect it and see if it'll end up fixing the problem, or maybe if there was just a bad connection, or if I just didn't plug it in all the way. But once I did that, I lost connection to the mic on my headset. I could hear the game, but could not reconnect the mic on my headset. what ended up picking up was the Kinect mic, and then thinking that if I plugged in the controller again the adapter into my controller, that it would pick up the mic again. It never did. We continued to play that way through most of the evening, and I just could not get it to come back. I played with the settings and still couldn't get anything to come back the way that it needed to. Though for whatever reason, I decided to give it another shot today, so I plugged them in, make sure the controller was on, make sure that I had this adapter in the controller properly and that it was seated in nicely, and then fired up the Xbox, and then started to play a little bit of Titanfall. Wasn't able to do a party chat. None of my friends were on at the time. Started chatting with some of the guys that were in the game on the side that I was on. They heard me fine. The mic was working fine. So like I said, I'm still up on the fence. I don't know if it was maybe maybe it was me user error, or we just had an issue that night. I know that I've read on the Xbox One forums as well that people have had issues sound quality wise from the headsets. I've also heard about mic issue as well. So I know Microsoft isn't the only one that's having issues. I know Polk, when they came out with their headset, I had a buddy of mine, he had a pair of that, and the sound that was coming out of his mic was low tone, very muffled. They were aware of the issue, so they were working on a fix on that, or a patch for that as well. Same thing with the Turtle Beaches. I've heard the same thing, that people have been having problems with the mic. The sound quality out of the headsets weren't as good as they thought that it was going to be. So for those who thought they were just going to run out and pick up a good set of headsets, you might want to think twice and see what's out there. Maybe read some stuff on the forums. Xbox forums, they have a great place where they're talking about the headsets and the mic issue. I did see some of the guys talk about the Polk headset, and I've seen some guys talk about the Turtle Beach. So you can probably go there, get some of the information, or go to Polk's website, and maybe as well Turtle Beach's website too. I'm sure there'll be some more people talking about the headsets in their forums as well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell in regards to my first impression. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm still kind of on the fence about them. I'm going to give them a little bit more time. Hopefully Microsoft might come out with a fix. Maybe we'll get these up and running and get these things working that they're supposed to be working. So that's it for me. I'll probably write a little bit more on my blog at bitlabs.com. You can read it there, or I'll also go ahead and tweet it, and you can. My tweet is at JamieS7474. You can follow me there as well. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys later. See ya. Bye.